So I'm Jeremiah Brown from Brooklyn, New York. I am a father, husband, speaker, and author.
Incredible. We just got done with an amazing session and you dropped a lot of gems. One of my favorites was achievement without alignment is success that drains you. Let's break that down a little bit. What does that mean?
Because we live in such a capitalistic society, we can focus so much on the achievement of what we're going for, if that's the title, if that's the role or the salary, and oftentimes in doing that, we negate what's most important, which is alignment. And how we define alignment is the bridge between who you are and what you do. Yeah. And oftentimes when you don't have that bridge, connecting the two, you can find yourself leading to burnout. Yeah. And what we wanted to do today was we wanted to get the leaders here to understand that achievement is important, but alignment should be the focus, right? Like focusing on putting yourself in a position to not survive through an opportunity, but to thrive through an opportunity. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's really what it's about. And we realize that the data has shown us that when you focus so much on just achieving something and you get there, you're like, man, why don't I feel happy? It's because you were focused on the outcome except the process, right? So that was my goal today, and hopefully we achieved that.
Yeah, we did an exercise, and it was how would you introduce yourself without you using your title or your name. Yeah. So I thought that was a really cool exercise. Yeah. You're talking about your why and value. What are some tangible things that you could tell someone for someone who's really struggling with what their why is and what their mission and vision is for life? What are some tangible steps that they can take?
Kim, well, that's a great question, and what I would say to anyone who's trying to find the answer to like that purpose or the thing that they're working towards trying to figure out, and what I share with them is what's probably brought you the most trauma in your life is probably the thing that you're supposed to be doing, because you have a level of experience and expertise that most people don't have. Yeah. And that's why I tell individuals that when you're faced with these hard times, a part of your responsibility is to work through them. Yeah. And I tell people that problem is a problem that millions of other people are experiencing. Yeah. And that sits right next to where you are. Yeah. And if you do the work, you now have positioned yourself to become an expert in understanding how to navigate the nuances of this problem. Yeah. So I tell people that your purpose is probably sitting right next to the very thing that brought you the most trauma. And for me, it was looking in the mirror and not knowing who was looking back at me. I realized data has helped me confirm it, that there are millions of people just like me, that look like me, that don't look like me, that come from where I come from, that don't come from where I come from, are navigating this. Yeah. I'm the solution to that. Yeah. And as a result of being the solution to it, it provides fulfillment. Because we think that the highest form of compensation is money, but it's really fulfillment. Yeah. So how do we position ourselves to live in fulfillment? That's about solving the problems that mean the most to us. So that's how I frame it. And
it's beautifully said. Adversity is a really tough thing, but I look at it as an opportunity to find complex joy. As soon as you find the joy in adversity, that's where growth is able to cultivate.
Absolutely.
So. We're here at the first ever Beyond the Field Summit.
We're here.
Today was absolutely phenomenal. What word would you describe or use to describe today?
Transformational. For me, that's why I'm here. If I'm grateful that Ed chose me to be the opening keynote speaker, and there's responsibility that comes with that. For me, as a teacher, as an educator, I wanted to ensure that I didn't just get people excited, but that I gave them information that could really transform the way they see themselves in their environment. And I'm just grateful that I had that opportunity to do that. So it's been transformational for me thus far. And hopefully it is for others as well.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes. Session goes by quick. Any final words that you want to impart to the audience?
Yeah. Don't chase achievement. Live in alignment. And by living in alignment, it'll put you in a position to live a fulfilling life, because it is not about doing something and achieving something. It is about being who it is that you need to be. And I believe when we can live in the being and not the doing, we can get the job done.
Folks, you heard it here. Seek alignment, be authentically yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremiah Brown, thank you so much.
Kim, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. This is awesome. Thank you.